I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's so sad when the father gotta actually do this and he gotta explain himself on social media. But what's even more sad is that people on social media is bashing him and they're not literally understanding where he's coming from. There's no way as an adult that has logical thinking and use their mind does not understand where he's coming from. He even was being respectful about it. But the fact that social media trying to bash him just shows that, bro, we are far gone. And, bro, our generation is cooked, as I always say, bro.
Is that Chris?
Man, what is good, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is, bro. It's Lucas J here, y'all, back with another video, man. And today, y'all, we got a very crazy and wild video to talk about. Now, I know y'all ain't seen me in 2 days. I've been handling business, Thanksgiving coming up, your boy making the mac and cheese, and I'm making the ham. You feel me? I got a lot of responsibility. But nah, for real, y'all, we back, and we got a crazy video to talk about. Now, it seems like in today's classroom, we got another update on the transgender that passed away, Girl La La La. Now, y'all know I made the video about the popular TikToker, and it seems like the father went out today and said that he is not attending the funeral if they will put Girl La 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 in the wig. And he said he want his son to leave in the way he came and as he known him, as his son. And of course, social media being so pro everything else, they weren't feeling it and they had a lot to say about it. Now, we're going to talk about it. But before we do real quick, y'all know my little routine. Just hit that like button, you feel me? And comment, tap in if you tapped in down below. And also smash that notification bell. So for one, you can be notified anytime I drop a video. But also, I can keep y'all updated on this whole situation in general. Now, before we get into this crazy video, y'all know I got to shout out to my people, man. Shout out to Tillman Williams Kennels, man. Yes, y'all, Tillman Williams Kennels, they breed the best micro and pocket American bullies, period. Now, y'all know right now they are having some of the best puppies, and I'm talking healthy and strong bloodlines right now, man. They have, you know, studs ready to work, and they got up and coming playing breeding, but right now they're strictly focusing on their puppies. And I'm talking about, man, great customer service, respond quick, and very professional. Now, they've been doing this for over 10 years, so this ain't no people that just trying to come in and get some quick money. I'm telling y'all, tap in with Tillman Williams Kennels, man. They know what they doing, and they got the best dogs out there. Now, you can contact them on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Tillman Williams Kennels. And if you can't, man, you can hit their phone number, man, 717-781-7083. Y'all go get y'all puppy. I'm finna get mine, man. Now, let's get back to this video, man. Now, as I said, bro, we got another update on the popular TikToker, Girl La La La. Now, we all know, I think it was either last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't remember verbatim. Sadly, this popular TikToker from Florida that goes by the name of Girl La 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 went viral after he was shot and killed by his boyfriend. Now, I'm saying he because that's what the news called him and that's what his dad called him. Now, it seems like this was a popular TikToker. People thought he was funny or whatever the case may be, but he was in a situation with a guy that goes by the name of Shannon Boy, which is he's actually in jail right now for taking his life. And it seems like, you know, sadly, he took his life over a domestic situation. Now, what made the situation bad was because it was so many warnings and early signs, and people saying that, you know, it was bound to happen because in the videos, all you saw was him arguing and him hiding and whatever, and you can see marks on his face, and it seemed like he was in an abusive relationship. I'm not even gonna say abusive relationship. It seemed like he was getting into a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? Now, right after that, you know, his dad went on to say how much he was hurt, and then, you know, saying that, you know, he always gonna love him. He had just lost a son previously or whatever, and he got to lose another one. You know, it was hurting him. But today, his name was surfacing all on social media. He was receiving a lot of backlash after he put this video on his story and said that he would not be attending the funeral if he wearing a wig.
Can't even bury my son in peace. Y'all want to put the man in the wig. I ain't letting no preacher stand up. Ain't no ordained anointed preacher gonna do that. Stand up with no man and preach in the wig. Stop it. Y'all doing this for the show. Y'all ain't worried about my son's soul. Please, I ask y'all to have Friday. I'm gonna get a word, Girl La La. Whatever y'all want, Girl La La La. I don't know him as that. I ain't taking that from his followers, from his crowd, none of that. Y'all can have that. Put him in the wig. The viewing is open for the public. Come see him. I ain't taking the opportunity from y'all. I don't want none of his followers, likes, none of that. The funeral Saturday. Put my son in the pot smoke, braids with a sharp tape or afro for the last time. I ain't attending no funeral with my son that God gave to me as a boy in the wig. I ain't attending no funeral. I'm not attending no funeral like that. I ain't being held accountable. You can. Once I I secure and make sure my son got a funeral paid for y'all, for the people who truly, genuine donated and supported. I thank y'all. Everybody that called, text, email, prayers, thank you. That genuinely loved my son and supported him and want to see him buried the right way. I'm going to make sure that everything is taken care of. And then I'm going to release his mom and his sister. They can do whatever they want. But I want to attend the funeral. I'm sorry. I can't. Forgive me, but I just can't. But I'm going to guarantee you he's going to have a funeral. I hope y'all enjoy the show. The Girl La 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 show. Enjoy it. I ain't taking nothing from none of his followers, nothing. I don't want no money, nothing. I'm going to give y'all a receipt. I don't want none of that. I buried my son last year. No GoFund. Family and friends only. Thank you. If you helped me bury my son Boosie last year, thank you, man. For everybody that helped me, his family, my family, friends, supporters, thank you. Phone calls, again, thank you. Text messages, prayers, thank you. That I ain't get one person to offer besides the people that did. I don't want to look over you. One person say, "Oh, I do this for Boosie. I do this. Oh, let me help. Let me do this." But everybody want to attach their son, they self to Girl La La La. Everybody want to make profits off of my pain, bro. Please let me rest. Y'all can have the funeral. Let me rest, bro. Let me rest. I enjoy my peace. Let me rest.
Now, as y'all see, a very understandable man and a very valid point. He went on to say, that he will not be attending his funeral and that he don't want his son to be remembered as, he don't want to see his son go away with a wig on. Not even saying he's not going to attend the funeral, but basically saying that, he want his son to have the pop smoke braids or the taper faker. That's how he going to remember his son that God gave him. Now, he even went on to be respectful and said that Friday, it's a public viewing, meaning anybody can come and he will let them see Girl La La, meaning they can wear the wigs or whatever. But he said when it comes to Saturday, the funeral, he wanted to be just his family, but he want his son either have a taper fade or have a pop smoke braids. Now I feel as though that's not disrespectful. Now a lot of people on social media are saying, "Why would you do that? With everybody remember her as Girl La La, whatever." But that's the difference. What I always say, that's the difference between social media and real life. You're telling someone to make their child be remembered as who social media remember them as. You got to remember, this is the person that came out of his sack. He remembered him before he even lived that lifestyle. He remembered him as the little boy that passed away, or as a little boy before, entered this Girl La La, before there was even a TikTok, before there was even a social media. He remembered his son. So I feel as though what he said was respectable, and I understand. And also, he's a little upper age. You know what I'm saying? He's a little older. And one thing I want to say, bro, our generation is really the generation that embraced the LMNOP situation, which I'm not saying I got nothing against it. I may not agree with the lifestyle, but y'all still human. I'm just saying that, say it's more like acceptable, and it's pushed so heavy nowadays versus back then. People weren't doing that. You feel me? Like, people didn't believe in that, and people felt how they felt, and social media just don't know how to deal with that. I feel as though he got just as much say so as anybody else in their family do, because he's the father. Like, he's the father. Like, the father plays an important role in their kid life, especially their son. You feel me? But it's just a crazy and sad situation. I know he hurt knowing that one of his sons is dead from gun violence, but now he got another one dead from gun violence. But knowing that it was a man that he was dealing with probably hurt his soul. And you can obviously tell that he probably didn't even agree with that lifestyle, bro. But it is what it is. But he never said he didn't love his son. He never said that, he gonna stop loving his son. He just want his son to be remembered as the way as he remember him. And I respect that, bro. But I don't want to talk y'all head off. Give me y'all thoughts and opinion down below. And let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel about this whole situation. Y'all already know who it is. It's Look, it's Jay. Thank God for another day. May y'all be safe. I love y'all. Christ loves y'all so much more than I ever will. And yeah, bro. I'm out, man.